Hey folks, welcome back to another video of the Flutter Development course brought to you by Newton School. My name is Harsh and I am currently working as a Flutter developer at Alihoop, and I have worked as an intern at Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. I have also worked as a Flutter developer intern at a firm named AppScript. I am also an instructor and educator on Udemy and Ideonics, where my Flutter development courses have more than 40,000 plus enrollments, so you can check them out as well. Now, talking about what Newton School is. So Newton School is a platform that helps you to learn and develop the skills that you need for your best tech career. They have courses specifically designed for freshers, working professionals, and for women with no prior experience in tech. Newton School first trains you for 6 months and helps you become a full stack developer. They are also having a network of 300 plus great companies who hire directly from Newton School, so you don't need to worry about your placement once your training is complete. They are also having another amazing thing known as pay after placement, where you don't have to pay anything to Newton School until and unless you are placed with a minimum CTC of 5 lakh rupees per annum. And they are also having another amazing initiative known as Launchpad, where they are providing you with some of the courses for free of cost. You can directly visit the website and get those courses, learn the skills, and also get a certificate of completion for the same. So that is another amazing thing which you can get from them. So make sure to check out Newton School and Launchpad through the link given in the description. Now, talking about what will be covered in this video. So in this video we'll be seeing how we can set up a Firebase cloud messaging thing and how we can set or send notifications inside an app. So we'll be having an app where we'll be triggering or where we'll be handling the notifications in two parts. The first part being that we'll be directly displaying the notifications in the notification bar when the app is in the resting or the paused mode. And another part is that we'll be displaying the notification inside the app only whenever the app is in the running phase. So we'll be displaying a show dialog box which will be showing us with the notification or the data which is present in the notification. So we'll be doing that thing. And for the dashboard setup, what I can show what we can do is I can directly show you the dashboard for the same. So here you can see that I have this project open already, and inside this cloud messaging which is present inside this engage option. So when you'll be clicking on it, you will be provided with a dashboard of this sort. If you haven't already clicked on this button, when you will be clicking on this button, it will be taking you to the screen where you can provide the title, the body, upload an image and stuff like that, choose your target audience, and you can try and sending a notification as well. So we'll be looking into each of these things. In the target specifically, we have two options. One is that we can directly send the notification to the entire app, and the second one is that we can send notification to specific topics. So I'll be telling more about what topics are when I have implemented it. So stay tuned for the same. And yeah, we'll be looking into all the aspects of sending a notification step by step. So let me switch my screen and let's start working on the same. So herein you can see that I have switched my screen and have opened the app through which we'll be running the things and we'll be working on the same. This is the app which we have worked on in the previous video, and I have shown you the implementation of Firebase image uploading inside the Firebase storage. And in this video I'm going to show you the implementation of Firebase cloud messaging over here and how you can get the messages from the dashboard directly inside your app. And we'll be handling two states over here. The first one being that the app is in a pause state and it is in the background apps, and the second one being that the app is in the running state and the app is the first screen which is being displayed to you when you are opening your phone. So we'll be handling both of these states. And yeah, so at first I need to add a package that's Firebase_messaging. So I'll be going on Google, copying Firebase_messaging, and I'll be adding it inside the pubspec.yaml file after this Firebase storage and saving it. Next I need to make some setup as well. So the first thing which I need to change over here is, or I need to add over here is inside this build.gradle file which is available inside our app level directory. So inside this I need to add the implementation of Firebase messaging as well. So I will be adding it, copying it and pasting it over here. Next up I need to add another thing inside the Android manifest.xml file that's available over here. So I need to add an intent filter for the Firebase messaging so that the notifications are handled accordingly as soon as we are getting a new notification. So I'll be copying the intent filter for the same as well. You don't need to worry, you will be finding each of these things in the code which I'll be sharing with you. So you can find the code as well on my GitHub. it's available over there. You can directly copy the things whatever I am showing you over here, and you can add those things accordingly inside the files whatever I am telling you to add, because like it's necessary for the things to work over there. And this was for the Android manifest .xml file which we need to add, and we have already added the thing for the build.xml file. Next up, I need to create a new file with the name of firebase_messaging. So this would be this file would be basically for the thing where we'll be like handling the state for the notification coming up when we have the app in the running phase. So I'll be creating firebase_messaging_screen.dart for the same, and herein I'm getting some error in my this generated plugin thing. So let me just run flutter pubget command again, and this will be running the command for us. Now let's until this command is running, let us go inside the Firebase messaging screen which we just created, and let's add the things over there as well. So inside the I need to first import material.dart over there, so let me import it as well. And it is taking some time for the things to be displayed over here. Yeah, so now the material.dart has been added and the things are analyzed over here, and the error has gone from the generated plugin file. Next up, I'll be creating a stateful widget with the name of FB messaging. So FB messaging over here, going inside the home page to create a button for the same. So FB messaging over here and FB messaging over here. Going back to our screen, and at first I'll be creating some variables. The first one being the message, that would be a string. So string of name message title, it will be equal to empty. Next up, a string with notification alert, it would also be empty at first. Next up, a Firebase messaging late variable. So this would be starting with the late keyword, and it would be like created whenever we are making a call to it. So Firebase messaging, name of it would be messaging. And yeah, we'll be having init state over here because we'll be like assigning the value to the messaging and getting the token for the same, so that we can later use that token, although we won't be using that token much, but yeah, we can use that token as well. So at first assigning the value to this messaging variable which we have created. So it would be equal to Firebase messaging dot instance over here, and after that we'll be getting the token from it, messaging dot get token dot then, and print the value whatever the token we are getting over there. Yeah, so now we can create another function which will be listening to the messages inside this init state only. So Firebase messaging dot on message. So whenever we are getting a message when the app is in the running phase only, so it will be listening to that if we are on this screen, and if we are adding it in the main function, then it will be listening to these things when the app is running, or like we are on other screens as well. And herein adding this, yeah, so whenever we are getting a message over there, so or whenever we are getting a new notification when the app is in the running phase, I'll be first printing out message received received, and we will be printing out the body. So print event dot notification exclamation check for this not to be null, and we'll be printing out the body for it, and then we'll be showing a show dialog box over here. So we'll be having a context as context, and for the builder passing that context only, and therein returning the alert box. So return alert box or alert dialog box, alert dialog, yeah, it's alert dialog, and it takes a title for which I'll be passing a text having notification, and after that we'll be having some content inside it. And for the content we'll be having the notification body text, so text, and herein I can pass the event dot notification nullcheck dot body and the body nullcheck as well. And after that some actions, so an OK button would be more than enough, which we can pass over here. So text button, child as text which says OK, and after that on pressed as well, which would be removing that OK button, like navigator dot pop. So navigator dot pop with the context being passed over here, and this should be fine over here as well. And now we need to work on the build statement, which will be basically having two buttons through which we'll be subscribing to a topic or like unsubscribing from a topic, as I have shown you already. So it might be like the app might be facing an overflow over here because we are adding all the things inside the home page, but we haven't added any single child scroll view over there. So let me add it inside this. So before we are having this column, wrap it inside a widget of type single child scroll view. So now the overflow has gone away and we are displayed with the FB messaging screen. So when I'll be going to this screen, you will be getting the things. When you will be going to this screen, you will be getting the things which you have added recently over here inside this Firebase messaging .dart file. But we haven't added anything for the body part, so let's add those things as well. Having an scaffold at first, which takes a body, having a top body as safe area, so that none of our widget is going beyond the notification bar. It takes a child as, and for the child I'll be passing a center which takes a child, and for it I'll be having a column which takes some children's. So for the children's we'll be having a text button which takes an on pressed, and a child which says a text unsub to topic, and later on copying this, pasting it again, and sub to topic. Over here. Now I can just subscribe to the topic or unsubscribe from a topic inside this on pressed. So I'll be creating a Firebase messaging instance over here, dot instance dot unsubscribe from a topic, and I can specify a topic over here. For me, I'll be passing the topic as a messaging. So yeah, there it goes, and I'll be copying this thing where it has gone. I'll be copying this thing, or let me add a print statement as well, which will be saying that unsubscribed from a topic. So user unsubbed, and I can copy both of those things and paste them in here, and it would be user subbed, and from here in I can add subscribe to a topic. So subscribe to topic, and the topic would be the same thing. Now you might be thinking what a topic is. So basically topic is something to which you are subscribing, and if a user or if a particular developer is sending a notification to that particular topic, so you will, if you are subscribed to that topic, then you will be getting the notifications for the same. If you are not subscribed to that topic, then you won't be getting a notification for the same. Now you can consider this there is a app, and if the user sends a notification generically, then each of the user would be getting a notification for the notification which the developer has sent. But for example, now you are subscribed to a particular topic which says that you like cars, and the developer is sending a notification to the topic cars, so that all the users who are into cars can get the notification. So those users who are subscribed to that topic would be getting the notification only, and if you are not subscribed to that topic, then you won't be getting a notification related to those cars. So this is basically what topics are, and you can subscribe and unsubscribe to them on the basis of how the developer has handled the things inside your application, and you can get the notification according to that only. And yeah, this was for the subscribe and unsubscribe thing. Now let me just show you the implementation, what we need to do inside the main.dart file before concluding this video. And we need to run the app once again, because if we are like not running the app once, then all the things regarding the notification won't be taking place in the backend, and the things won't be updated, and we won't be getting the notification dynamically as we should be getting. So yeah, here and after we have initialized the Firebase app, we need to run the firebase.on background as well, so that we can handle the state whenever the notification is received when the app is in the background mode. So I'll be creating that thing over here, or adding that thing over here. So Firebase messaging dot instance dot, oh no, I don't need to add the instance, I need to add on background message. So when we are getting a background message, what we can do is, rather than passing a message, I can add a handler for the message. So underscore message handler, and I need to create a message handler for the same. So let me create that as well. Here in future, type of void and underscore message handler, which takes a message, and herein we'll be having async, and we'll be printing out the background message whatever we are getting. So background message is dollar, and message dot notification null check dot body, and herein I am getting an error for this message handler because I missed this over here. And yeah, now the messages would be now the notifications which we'll be getting in the backend would be also handled over here. And one more thing, like we can add a sub2 topic over here. So let me add that thing, void subscribe to topic async, and after that await Firebase messaging dot instance dot subscribe to topic, and the topic would be messaging, the one which we have added over there, and print user subbed. I will not be making a call to this for now, like to this function over here inside the main. We'll be doing this once we have like ran the app without this subbed topic and like sending a generic notification only. So at first we'll be doing that thing, and later on we'll be working with the subbed topic. So let me try and hot restart the app and see if the things are taking place over there, and if the things are not taking place over there, I'll be rerunning the app once again. So yeah, we are missing a implementation over here, like the plugin exception is occurring as it was occurring from past two videos once we have implemented the things. So I'll be stopping the app over here, and will be running the app once again and will be resuming the recording once the app has started running. So herein you can see that the app has started running again, and I'll be going inside the screen. That's the FB messaging screen which we have added over here. And herein you can see we are provided with two options. One is for subscribing to the topic and another one is from desubscribing from that topic. Like desubscribing is not a word, but yeah, it's for unsubscribing from that topic. And I have my Firebase console open over here as well. Let me show you that as well. So there it is. You can see that I have my Firebase dashboard open over here as well, and I'll be going inside the cloud messaging from here. And you can see that I have some of the cloud messages which I have already sent are available over here, which I can directly send. So I'll be clicking on this and I'll be duplicating this notification, or I can click on this and I can duplicate this notification, because when we are sending a notification to an app where we have the notification sent to all the users rather than a single particular user or to a particular group of users. So yeah, this would be sending a notification over there. And you can see that this is some title XYZ and this is some text XYZ, and I can add a notification image and I can also add this over here. And I'll be clicking on next. For the target, I'll be choosing the app, the Android app which I have added, and all the 100% potential users would be getting this notification. I'll be choosing the notification to be delivered now. So now send to the eligible users now, and I'll be clicking on next, and after that clicking on review, publish. The campaign was successfully saved, and it will be taking some time, a few seconds I would say, for the notification to be sent over there. And now you can see inside the app as well, you are displayed with a particular show dialog box, and we are displayed with the text for that notification. That was, this is some text XYZ, and we are getting a notification over here. When I click on OK, this notification would be going away. And yeah, let me show you the implementation when the app is in the background. So closing it from here and duplicating this notification like this XYZ only, duplicate, and now changing XYZ to MNO. Similarly going to the next button, and all the 100% potential users would be getting the notification now. Next, and review, publish. And you can see that this was successfully saved, and it will be taking us to the Firebase screen anytime. And in the notification bar you can see a Flutter icon being displayed. Swiping down the notification, you can see that we are displayed. This is a title MNO, this is some text MNO, and the name of the app, that's email underscore authentication underscore Firebase underscore Flutter. That's the name of the app. And in the dashboard as well, you can see that this notification has been completed and sent to the users. Now let me show you one more thing. That's the print statement which we have added. So you can see the print statement which were being displayed over here. So this is some text XYZ, and this is some text also which is appearing over here, like the MNO text which is appearing. Yeah, so this is the message which was received when the app was in the background state. So this is how the notification would be occurring when the app was in the background state, and I've already shown you the implementation when the app is in the running phase, so how the notification would be occurring. Now let me just show you how you can subscribe to the topic. So when you will be clicking on this sub to topic button, it will be subscribing you to the topic and will be displayed with a print statement. I need to check if I have added a print statement there. Yeah, so you can see that user subbed to that topic. So I'll be going over here, I'll be duplicating one notification from here, like which I have sent on 4th of November. I'll be duplicating that notification, and here you can see that this is the title, that's 555 messaging topic, and you can see the notification text and the name for it as well. Clicking on next. From here, earlier we were sending a notification to the user segment. Now I'll be sending a notification to a particular topic, the name of which will be notification only. I'll be clicking on next. Scheduling, I'll be sending the notification now. But before this, let me remove the print statements, because there might be some cases that you are displayed with an error or a particular exception. So saving it, and next review, publish, and I have sent a notification over there. Let's wait until the notification is being displayed, and until it is being displayed, let me show you what is the thing which I have changed over there. And there you go, the notification has been displayed. But yeah, I was showing you the changes which I have done over there. So where it is, I guess it's not appearing. Let me just refresh this page because there is some condition. So this is the notification which we sent just now. I'll be clicking on it, and let me duplicate to show you. So the thing which I was talking about is that initially we have sent a notification to the user segment, that's the 100% potential user for our app. But now I have sent a notification to this topic, that's the messaging. And similarly you can create separate topics for each of your like topic, whatever you want to have. One could be for car, bikes, phones, technology, news, etc. And you can subscribe the user to those topic, and later he can get a notification for the same from this like dashboard. And you can click on review and publish the notification so that he can get a notification inside his app. And from the app as well, you can see that we are displayed with, this is some text that I have sent a topic for, and I have got a notification for the same over here. When I'll be clicking on OK, this notification would be going on, as we have added navigator.pop over there. So you can see that the notification has gone off from here. So this is how you will be getting the notification inside your Flutter app, and how you can implement the implementation for notification inside your app. If you got to learn something new, then make sure to drop a like, comment down your views and what you would be loving to see in the next videos. Subscribe to the channel to get all the latest updates related to the Flutter development course videos which are being posted on every alternate day. And share this video with the people in your community so that they can also start learning Flutter. And make sure to check out Newton School and Launchpad as well through the link given in the description. They are doing amazing work, so make sure to give them a try as well. And yeah, this was pretty much it for this video. I'll be seeing you in the next one.